Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the video. Today I want to be discussing how gaming helped me in my life. Now, as a high school teacher, I do understand life can get difficult, but I grew up in the 90s, and at that time, one of the biggest games in the world at that time when it comes to fighting games was Killer Instinct. Now, I was playing Killer Instinct with my brothers, and I remember at that time there was no internet and stuff like that, so you had to play with your brothers, your sisters, etc. And I remember getting my backside whooped by my elder brother, but I tell you what, I remember playing the game and I sucked at it. I weren't really good at it at all, but one thing was very apparent, was that the more I played, the better I got. And really this was a life lesson. For me, that was my first lesson with gaming, is that you get what you put in. Now, I wasn't going to become good with Jago by just thinking about it. I had to practice, and that was a very important virtue that I had to do. I had to dedicate time and effort to get good with the character. Now, that's a lesson for the youngsters today. I feel like a lot of youngsters want the best grades, but they forget about the work that they need to put in. It's extremely important that you put the work in, and that's what you get out of it. So let's say, for example, you get your GCSE grades. Now you're going to get some numbers on there. Them numbers are basically a reflection on how much effort you've put in. Okay, now it's very important to work hard, and also some people are very talented as well where they don't really need to work that hard, but even still, working hard was like my first lesson, and I got that from gaming because I really wanted to get good with Jago. Another thing I learned from gaming was resilience. Now, what do I mean by resilience? It's like, you know, getting beaten up, getting knocked out, getting back up and having the guts to press continue. The amount of times I lost to Fulgo, Spinal, Idol, these kind of characters was ridiculously high. You know, I remember my mum used to be shouting at me, "Come on, get down, you need to eat your tea now." I was like, "No, I'm going to defeat this guy, I can't be happy." And that was another massive lesson, because life is like a journey. You're going to meet many stones during your path, you know, and it's very important never to give up. Honestly, it's very important to remain steadfast, to carry on, to strive, to get your accomplishment. Listen, your dream is not easy to get. No matter what you want to become, it's not easy to get there. There are going to be obstacles in front of you, and that's where resilient, grit, determination, that is going to help you massively. Listen, let me tell you, the greatest people in the world weren't necessarily the most talented or the best. They had the guts never ever to surrender. They always carried on. They never gave up. I mean, a perfect example of that on YouTube is KSI. KSI struggled with his initial videos. You know, he used to make FIFA videos and he used to rap behind it, and you know, it didn't really receive very well. He could have given up then, but he never. He carried on. He strived, and you know, grit and determination is probably the most important aspect that you could have, one of the best characteristics you could have had. Now, that's what I got from battling the bosses like Idol and Shao Kahn and stuff like that, and I've brought that into my real life. You know, that when I'm down, I never give up. I just find this strength in me. I'm like, you know what, I'm not going to give up, because that's not my character. And I learned that from playing video games. Another very important aspect I learned from playing video games is getting away from reality. Sometimes life can be extremely difficult. It really can. Honestly, it can really bug you. And I feel like sometimes, let's say you didn't have a good day at school, you didn't have a good day at mosque, let's say for example you didn't have a good day whatsoever. Well then, sitting down and playing video games can make that much better, because it will take your mind off reality and take it to the virtual world, and that is a fantastic thing to have. Don't get me wrong, a lot of people have their own ways of relieving themselves. Some people like going gym, and that's very good, because I'm sure that releases neurotransmitters that make you feel better. People like to eat chocolate, people like to eat. Comfort eating I don't recommend, because it can be detrimental. Now, I'm not saying to you guys play video games all the time, but what I'm saying is, let's say for example you're having a tough time, you want to get away from it, you know, just for a while, and I think gaming can really help. Honestly, these are three massive important aspects I have got from gaming. whether it's working hard, whether it's resilience against when gaming gets difficult, especially when you're fighting some of these bosses, or whether it's the last point of just getting away from reality. Honestly, I massively respect gaming for these, because they've helped me in real life. And as a high school teacher, I feel like I get all them challenges on a daily basis, where I'm tested on my patience, whether I've got too much work on my hand, whether I'm stressed, whether I need to show resilience. Because I tell you one thing that is very apparent: a lot of teachers come into education, a lot of people come into teaching, but not many people are there to stay. And I feel like grit and determination is an extremely important aspect of teaching. Okay, so anyway, boys, and girls, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and peace out.